Barzal still controlling. D'Angelo sauces one in the direction of Adam Pelech. Snap down to Barzal. He'll try it from a tough angle right off of Cooley.
Touch that puck to turn it to offense.
Ryan Strome found Sharon Govich. Saved by Riddick. Beecher on for Klapka. Mayfield in his 600th NHL game cut him off. Pass out. That shot from Mata fought off by Riddick. Zary, the toe drag around Pulock, then he curls. Pass out for the open Whitecloud. Slips it down Kuznetsov. Trying to go to the backhand and a save by Riddick. To the middle of the ice and it pinballed around. D'Angelo for Horvat trying to burst the speed. D'Angelo 2-on-1. Horvat can't get it there. And then a try for Barzal. Didn't have much behind it. 10 minutes into the hockey game. Shots are 3-2 Flames. Hits are 5-1 Islanders. Make it 6. Cizikas and McLean double teaming down low. They got the puck away. Cizikas driving, whacking, scores! Casey Cizikas out of the corner and right to the blue paint to open the score. Might have been Palat who ultimately punched it home, but the Islanders have the early lead.
Andre Palat, who can play anywhere. The forecheck. These guys know that it's not their game to carry it across the blue line and try to make plays. It's put it on their tape and get it back as quick as you can. Both McLean and Cizikas there. Great job by Cizikas finding that. Right at first glance, you're thinking, did he interfere with the goalie? Did anything happen in that area? It's not. The puck's just laying there. And if he didn't have it, Palat was close behind. What a massive goal and a great start for the Islanders, who have not fallen behind. In fact, they got the lead. And how about that from Kevin?
Puck handled by Matthew Schaefer as they announce the goal to the crowd here. For Palat, rebound for Lee. Pajot with a great opportunity.
Do the same thing here and protect this lead.
Clean face-off win for Frost and the Flames. That shot tipped on goal. And a nice adjustment there by Riddick. And Gridden down low. Frost back up for Matvei Gridden, one of their top prospects now at the NHL level. Parekh moves down for Frost to the goal line. Sprayed across the net. Gridden will come get it. Holmstrom pressures, and now he'll back off. Coleman jams it into the pad of Riddick from behind the goal line. 30 seconds off the clock. Parekh loads it up. That shot blocked on its way. Morgan Frost out high for Parekh. Frost from the dot with a shot, and he rings it off the iron. Boy, that was a rocket. Now it's Pajot on the steal. Short-handed. Save, rebound, pushed wide. D'Angelo's over there. Now it's Kevin Ball. Ball across. That shot blocked as only Mata tried it. Now it's Schenn. Holmstrom is racing up the ice. Schenn. Holmstrom scores! The first in 92 for Simon Holmstrom, set up by Brayden Schenn.
Is turned over. Watch this. He's with his man, and watch him fly out of there. Just running steps. He wants this on his backhand the whole time. Backhand, backhand. A quick adjustment, and then he buries it. Just a beautiful goal and an unexpected finish, because all along he thought Schenn was going to lay that out for him, and he didn't. Watch the adjustment right there. Beautiful job by the guy that used to wear 10, and a nice pass there. But
1:10 to go in the period. Coronado's pass quickly to the net from Gridden, kicked out by Riddick, and now a pass for Horvat, bounced by him. A little backhand elevated pass from Cizikas.
Cal's wondering why he never got any of those.
Oh, here's Horvat again. Horvat shoots it right into the chest of Cooley as Parekh, who was on his way to the bench. Olofsson for Sharon Govich, and now Strome. Strome, goal line, Zary gives it back. Strome, shot by Sharon Govich. He flubbed it. Pajot looking for his buddy Holmstrom. He's driving. Here's Holmstrom. Scores! Another shorthanded connection between Pajot and Holmstrom. It's 2 for Holmstrom. It's 3-0 New York.
Pajot never looks. He doesn't have to. He knows Holmstrom knows the protocol. He's going to join in these situations. Pajot just waits patiently. A beautiful backhand pass. And how about that finish from Holmstrom? Opens the goalie up, shows a little backhand, and he's just looking for that hole all along. Tough start for Cooley. Great start for Holmstrom.
Blake Coleman out to the line. That was hot to handle, but nicely done by Kevin Ball. That shot off the shoulder of Riddick, and Anders Lee will just punch this one down the ice.
Hasn't gone his way this year, and you see where Calgary ends up. It's not just on him, but he's got a bright future.
Rister flagged down by David Riddick.
And there were still questions about his size. 6 feet is small for an NHL goalie. He's proven those critics wrong.
Shot blockered away by Riddick as Calgary continues to pressure around the Islander net. Riddick should get that away.
You look at Riddick. When you see him right there, we'll take a look closer into how much he talks. We can hear from up here, Brendan, as a defenseman. So helpful to know not the play you should make, but what's in front of you. What's the pressure coming? Riddick does such a great job at telling his D.
He talks in the locker room. He talks in practice. Pajot got cut off. Barzal made a swoop in, but couldn't collect the puck from Whitecloud. Stolen away. Here's Horvat. Quick shot right off the mask. Rebound! And Schaefer's try. Blocked by the shaft of the stick of Schaefer. Stick is no more. As Horvat carries in with a full head of steam. Drop for Barzal. And then a shot from Horvat. Ritchie with a pirouette. Settles it down. Drops for Heineman. Emil Heineman driving. Got the forehand shot away, but couldn't tuck it inside the post with Wolf hugging it. And Soucy's pass was behind Anders Lee. Cizikas has a couple of shots on goal. He's got a goal. He's got 4 hits in the game as Olofsson puts it into the catching glove.
Look at him in the second period. You got a long change. Little plays like that on the wall. Ritchie's been noticeable.
There's a chance for Frost that's pushed aside by Riddick. Here's Barzal. From the goal line. He'll take it behind the net and stop. Barzal. Heineman off the arm of Wolf. I'm not sure he saw it cleanly.
Barzal really just slowed that down completely. And the seas parted and finally found Heineman, who's really got a knack for finding those open spots.
Here's Schaefer. Opens up. Was looking for Barzal. Couldn't get it to him. During that last face-off a few moments ago, Jan Kuznetsov went down the tunnel for the Calgary Flames, so they're one short for the moment. It's Coronado. Adam Pelech, D'Angelo, and now it's Pajot out of the zone. Fires one cross ice for Anders Lee. His stick broke. It still got to the net, and Wolf had to kick it away. Schaefer for Barzal. 3-on-2 up the ice. Heineman, Barzal, and Horvat. Heineman, Barzal. Wade shoots. Pulled it wide.
A couple times in the middle of the ice, the guys that are there don't want to shoot it originally and then just run out and end up doing it anyways.
Heineman wants to shoot. Schaefer's robbed by Wolf.
That's Dustin Wolf.
D'Angelo holds onto it, then put it on the end wall. Kuznetsov gave it right back to him. Quick pass. Here's Heineman. Over. Saved by Wolf on the try from Barzal.
Reed, watch this puck. It ends up on his stick. It just throws an absolute bullet. The goalie's got to honor the shooter, and probably not where Barzal wanted to go, but the fact Wolf's already over so quick looked like an easy read for him. Actually, an easy save for Wolf, but
the last time the Islanders beat the Calgary Flames in regulation, Thomas Hickey played nearly 20 minutes.
Is that good?
That's how long it's been. As this shot deflected, and Riddick, the Scorpion save as he lunged his skates to the post.
Scorpion style. Watch this. On the back post, the puck's going to come. Watch Riddick track this, feel it, and try to hold it under there. Great job by Riddick. Hey, that's tough, too, when the play gets deflected right in front of you by your own guy. And
Flames win the draw. Islanders' fourth line on the ice. Ball across, one-timer, they score. It's Michael Backlund, the deflection, and Calgary is on the board here to start the third. Second straight game of the goal for Michael Backlund.
Well, this one's off of a face-off, and it's going to end up changing sides. You note on top from Calgary, that 2 left-handed D, so there's a one-timer. The play transpires differently than normal because that's a shooting option. That's a beautiful redirection by Backlund and Fermata. A guy that's done really well since he came over from Utah. He's piling up some points right now.
Pajot back to Ritchie. Now Pajot for Soucy. His drive, rebound! Wow, Wolf got there again as he fished it back into the crease, and Wolf guided it away. Boy, Calgary has had some looks to get even closer in this game, and Riddick's been awfully good.
There just can't be another odd man rush in this game.
Here's Coleman cruising in, and he scores! It's Calgary with the 2 goals to start the third. And with 11.5 to go, it's a 1-goal contest.
Watch Coleman here. The D pair comes out, and there's Coleman directly off the bench, and he just gets a step on Soucy there, and a beautiful finish from a guy that was coveted at the deadline. Calgary wanted to keep him because they need guys that play with an edge and play the way Blake Coleman does. Beautiful finish by him, but the New York Islanders, I mean, come on. You already gave up an odd man rush just right before that, and a little bit careless in the neutral zone is this third.
Brayden Schenn comes over. D'Angelo takes it. It's Duclair and D'Angelo up the ice, turning it into a 2-on-1. D'Angelo shot it wide.
He felt like he had a chance to end this thing. And watch it go off the side of the net. He's looking past the entire time, and he lets that go. You can see the frustration.
Coronado, Coleman driving behind the net. Pass to the front, saved by Riddick. Holmstrom looking for a clear. Second effort, hands off for